Okay, hey girls, welcome to our new consultant jumpstart call. We try to do this once a month, and really, truly, it's very casual. There's no big PowerPoint presentation. There is no big, huge presentation, but it basically is me getting on to 31today.com and showing you where to find the tools that I know will help you as you launch your business. We're going to look over the new consultant program. I'm going to talk about how to really get your business going, the first three things that I believe are important as a new consultant. And we're also going to talk a little bit about just setting up your launch party and kind of getting familiar with the party section of the page. Okay, so we've got a lot to kind of go over, but I really want to show you as opposed to telling you. And I hope that me kind of going through and really showing you where things are at, that it's actually going to be a little bit easier for you. So when you get off this call, you can log into 31today.com and do these things that I show you. So if you're just hopping on, hi, I'm glad you're here. I'm Jennifer Wessner. A lot of people call me JP. It's Jennifer Pasalakis Wessner. And so most people in 31 do call me JP. If you're on this call, that means you are part of my world-class family, whether I'm your sponsor or someone on our lineage is your sponsor. So welcome. I'm excited that you're here. Again, we're just going to go very casually through 31today.com. I'm going to show you some tools that I know will be helpful as you launch your 31 business. And I really want to leave some time at the end just for you to ask questions. So I'm going to immediately just share my screen, but I want you to use the chat feature at the very bottom and ask questions as we go, and just tell me who you are, who your sponsor is, and where you're from, because we have consultants in all 50 states. One thing that you'll know is that we do not have territories. So as you start selling and even sponsoring, you can sell and sponsor in all of our continental US. Okay. All right. So let me share my screen, and we're going to get right into 31today.com. Okay. So the first thing, let me turn this off for just a second. The first thing, once you picked your kit, once you joined 31, you got access to our consultant only website. So it's 31today.com. So if you've not memorized that website, make sure that you write it down. When you go to that website, it'll ask you to log in. You'll log in with your consultant ID and then whatever password you set up when you joined. If at any time you forget either one of those, you can reach out to our home office, or you can reach out to your sponsor and she'll be able to help you. Once you get into 31 Today, there is a lot. There is a lot here. You'll get excited. You'll kind of go down rabbit holes, of course. One thing I want to point out is that they do have this toggle button turned on for new consultants. You can toggle on and off, but they do have it on to help you keep your blinders on, to help you stay focused on the things that are important to new consultants. Once you get through your first 90 days, you should have gotten some confidence in being on this website. You'll hopefully have already earned all your new consultant incentives and even started getting some paydays. Once you've done that, I would suggest that you turn that off for sure at the 90-day mark, if not before then. When you come here, you'll see that there's three big bars here: business update. The business update is what you'll click on to tell you what's low inventory. We are no different than Walmart or Target or any other box store. We do have items that are seasonal that will sell out. A lot of things are while supplies last. We have 3 catalogs a year, and they're 4-month catalogs. And on top of that, we have 3 seasonal guides that kind of straddle those catalogs. So you'll see right now we've got Easter. We'll come up with some summer vacation things. You'll see Halloween and Christmas. So we have seasonal things just like Hobby Lobby or Target would have. So you can always click on that and see what's on low inventory, because again, we do sell out. You can go directly here. So if you just signed up and you're ready to put in your first order, you can click right on place order. A lot of times new consultants will want to add some things to their kit. They'll want to be their very first customer. And so they've got that right there for you. And then the new consultant toolkit. We're going to go into that in some depth today. But one thing you're not seeing on mine is a big pink wheel. When you log into yours, there's going to be a big pink wheel right here that is tracking your new consultant incentives. You've got 2 things that you can earn in your first 30 days, and you've got more things that you can earn in your first 90 days. I strongly encourage you, no matter what your goal is, whether you join to earn income or to earn products, I strongly encourage you to focus on earning those, because they're a one-time earning opportunity. And if you launch right away, you should be able to earn those first things in your 30 days. And we'll talk about those. Okay, so pay attention to that big pink wheel that's on your website. It will tell you, it'll have a countdown to tell you when your 30 days and 90 days is. You'll also see right in the middle, there is a scroll thing that is scrolling through the most important things that are happening at 31. So we have things that happen monthly and seasonally that will scroll there. So you'll see some things. And then right below that, there is a new consultant training academy. If you've not done that yet, I would tell you to click on that. It will check you off as you've done it. And if you're a list maker like me, if you like to check things off, that new consultant training walks through most of all your questions that you'll have as you get started. And if you're like me, you like to get them checked off that you've done them. Okay, so there's that. And then over on the left-hand side, there are tons of little kind of like menu tabs that you can click on that will take you to different parts of this website. The one that you will, if you ever get lost, just click on home and it'll take you right here to your front dashboard. You can click on notifications. There's always things that home office wants you to know. If you get an order or if you have a new team member that joins you, you can click on notifications and it'll pop up there. Now, I'm going to stop for just a second and tell you that we do have a free app. So if you have a mobile phone and you like to use apps, you can type 31 in the Play Store or your Apple, if you have an Apple. You can type in 31 and there is a free app out there. So if you like to enter orders from your phone, you have that app, or if you like to go to a website, you have this 31 today. You're going to spend most of your time in your virtual office. So everybody's 31 today looks the same until you click on virtual office. We're going to go into that one in a little bit depth too, okay? And you can see, you can go to your parties and orders. Those are the most important. What parties do you have going on? And when I say party, it could be a home party. It could be a catalog party. It could be an online party. We have people doing text parties and even Pinterest parties. So you've got a lot of different options in how you run your business. There's no magic formula. It basically is sell, book parties, and sponsor people. You can go to your orders, you've got reports, and the marketing tab is where they show you the monthly specials. This is where you're going to find out what the monthly specials are, and even some of the seasonal graphics and videos that home office gives us to sell. Okay, so that's a big overview of everything. So I want to immediately go into the new consultant toolkit. If you've not spent time there, I would encourage you to do that. Because this is going to tell you really the first 3 steps to getting started. Everybody that joins 31 has the option to have a website. So if you're going to be doing your business online, if you're going to want to be doing Facebook parties and sharing your link, you're going to want to make that website your own. So everybody's website, you guys want to write this down, everybody's website is my31.com / your ID number, my31.com / your ID number. Now, you are eligible to rename it and make it personal for you. And so let me just show you mine. Mine is my31.com / Jennifer. Okay, so that just makes it more personal to me. When you personalize your website, it's not just renaming it. So I did Jennifer. My consultant ID number will always work as well, but you want to put a picture on your website. When people go to your website, they want to see your face. They want to see you. I would encourage you to put a good up-close picture of you that most looks like you. And that way, when people go to your website, they know there's an actual person beside the website. You can also put in an About Me section. You can have your cell phone number and your email. Now, I recommend you do not put your address. It doesn't matter. In the beginning, I told you guys you can sell in all 50 states. So if you have your address there, I would take it off, because some people will say, oh, well, she lives in Tennessee. Maybe I can't buy from her. That's not true. You can sell across all territories. Okay, so the About Me section, take some time to put some things in there. You can see I did something fun with mine. I just said, here's 10 things to know about me. We are a very personal company, and people want to get to know you. They want to shop from somebody that's familiar, that they know something about. And so I did something fun, 10 things about me. If you have not filled this out yet, all it will say is, hi, nice to meet you. So I'll show you where to do that as well. But that's important to start building your business, because it's personal. And when you start, you're probably reaching out to those that you feel comfortable with. And when they go to your website, they would love to see that. Okay, so personalize your website. Number 2 is plan your launch party. So again, when you first start, you have some incentives to earn in your first 30 days. And I'll show you the first one. This is mine. This is our, let me stop sharing this. You guys can see this. Yeah, here. This is the bucket tote that you can earn in your first 30 days. So if you do $300 in your first 30 days, you're going to get this lunch pail absolutely for free. You'll get to pick out your print. You'll get to pick out your personalization on there as well, and it'll ship to you for free. So this is your first incentive. Now, we make 25% on everything that we sell. So that $300, you're going to make 75 bucks, and you're also going to get your first free incentive. So if you're in it for money, or if you're in it for products, don't miss that, because this is kind of fun to add to your kit. Okay. All right. So let me go back to sharing my screen. Okay. So, and then they talk about beyond your 90 days. We're going to focus in on your first 30 days right now. I'm going to scroll down, and we're going to go to our AMP Jumpstart. So right in the middle is your new consultant incentives. And again, we're going to talk about how to really get your business going, but I want you to see what's on the table. When you start your business, there's things that you can earn again in your first 90 days. And again, they're all under that new consultant tab. It kind of gives you a description here. In your first 30 days, if you submit 300, you're going to earn that insulated bucket tote. Okay, so I just showed you what that looked like. 500 is kind of a big deal too, because that is you earn another product, but you also earn an extra pack of catalogs and your website for free for 2 months. So those are adding some business tools beyond the product. Now, let me stop and tell you that our website is $16.95 a month. And for me, because I want to be online, that's the best investment I make in my business every month. That allows people to go online and shop from me. It could be at midnight and I'm asleep, and they can be on my website shopping. Okay, so in addition to that $16.95 of the website, you also get a newsletter that will go out on your behalf. So as long as you're entering your contacts into your virtual office, they send emails out on your behalf that look like they're coming from you, that have your picture on there. So again, it's important that you upload a picture. So when that newsletter goes out, your picture is on there. And then in your first 90 days, there are 4 other products that you can earn. And if you scroll down, you're actually going to get to see a picture of all of those products. Okay, so here's kind of some of the products. Here was the first one that I showed you, the insulated bucket tote. That's the first thing that you could earn. Here's the 500, the travel case. The travel case is good. You can use it as a Bible carrier. You can use it as a makeup, cosmetic bag. There are a lot of different uses for that. And then 700, 1,000, 2,000, and 3,000. All these have to be earned in your first 90, but the 300 and the 500 have to be earned in your first 30. So if I was giving you a goal for your first 30 days, it would be a minimum of 500, so you don't miss any incentives. Now, if you keep scrolling down, there's actually a tracker that I encourage you to print or put it on your phone if you're digital and you like to check things off. You can say, okay, when I sell $300, I'm going to get this. When I do 500, I'm going to get this. Again, you can check it off if you like, if you're a list checker like me. Okay, so that is out there for you under the new consultant section. So that's kind of fun, right? Okay, so in the comments, y'all see if y'all, oh, good, Lisa, you didn't know about the app. Okay, good. Okay, so tell me in the comments when you joined, if you can get into the comments, tell me what your date of joining was and if you've earned any of those incentives yet. Okay, so if you've earned any incentives, tell me what you earned. If you just joined, tell me the date that you joined. All right, so let me go back. So if you want to get back to that, that was truly, you just go to the home. And don't forget that big pink wheel. You just click on the new consultant toolkit. Okay, the new consultant toolkit. That's that. All right, so now I want to show you really the first couple of things to do in your website. I'm going to click over on the virtual office. Okay, so we're going to click on the virtual office. We are going to set up your website. We're going to make sure that you know how to personalize that. So when you click on virtual office, it's going to take you into your personal business. Everything that you see right now are things about my personal business. It'll tell you your ID. It'll tell you the day that you joined, your title, the last time you put an order in, which I did this morning. I put in an order for a customer, and it'll tell you your stats. So in January, you can see I sold 2,000, and in February, we just launched our spring capsule, so I'm at 6,800 this month. So you can start seeing kind of a little snapshot of what you've done in your business. There's a tab at the very top that says Home, and it says Welcome. If you will go over and tap on or click on subscriptions, this is where we're going to make sure that your website is turned on. Okay, so you'll see subscriptions and services, and you'll see that my website is turned on. So it automatically comes out of my bank account. It comes out on the 10th of every month. So on the 10th of every month, they'll take out $16.95. So once you've bought your kit, this is really the only definite expense that I personally have in my business. You can not have your website, but I strongly encourage you, at least during your first 90 days, to leave it on. I think that you're gonna love having the website. It'll be worth it. Okay, so now that you've got your website on, we want to personalize it. So let's click on Profile. So when you go into the profile, at any time you can change your address. So if you move or you change telephone numbers or any other thing, you can click on address information. You've got additional information, which is where I was telling you to make sure that your cell phone box is filled in. You probably may have your cell phone as your home, but make sure that your cell phone box is filled in as well. It could be the same number, that's okay. And then the preferred is your cell. That makes people know, okay, she's got a cell phone, I can text her. You know, we're in a texting world. And then if you want to have a credit card on file, like I do, you can just say manage cards. You can change your password at any time. Sometimes they will reset it for you at the home office if you've forgotten it. You can just go back in here and set it to something that you know, okay? Your commission options, we get paid twice a month. We get paid on the 10th and the 25th of the month. So we do direct deposit the 10th and the 25th of the month. You want to make sure that you have your bank information filled in and never miss a paycheck. I always look at, you know, my sales, and I don't, if they're willing to write a check, I'm willing to work for it. And you can put in your information here. Okay, let's go to this tab, my website information. I'm going really fast, so if y'all have questions, definitely put them. Lisa, you didn't know about the app. Cindy, you just joined on the 23rd. Oh my gosh, Cindy, you just joined. And oh gosh, I see you, but I don't know what your name is because it says iPhone. You just joined on the 23rd. You'll have to type it in. You have to tell us when you joined. So two of you girls just joined on the 23rd, which is good. Okay, so Lisa, I know you have, but the other two, have you guys personalized your website yet? If you haven't, I want you to watch this. I'm still going to do it because we're recording, but when you click on my website information, I told you that your consultant ID would always work. So when you go here, you're always going to see, okay, hi, Angie. I'm glad you're on. Angie, yeah, good. I think, is Heather Connor, I'm trying to think, Heather Connor, your sponsor? Maybe, need to remind me. Okay, so your consultant ID will always work. Even if you don't rename it, or even if you do, it will always work. It. Yes, good. Heather's your sponsor. Okay. I renamed mine to say Jennifer. Now, Lisa, Cindy, Angie, y'all have very common names like I do. They may have already been taken. So you'll have to get creative, but all you do is click personalize. Before you do that, update your profile photo here. If your picture, just giving you guys a disclaimer here, if your picture is sideways, that means that you just need to resize it into a square. Okay, so if you've updated a picture to your website and it is sideways, that means it's probably rectangle, and you just need to like crop it and redo it, and it'll be the right way. Okay, so let's click on personalize. And I want you just to kind of look at mine for a second. If you want to screenshot it, you can, just to give you an idea when you come back to this. The name to show, so let's say, Angie, I don't know if this is true or not, but let's say your real name is Angela, and when you enrolled, you signed up as Angela, it will automatically pull that name to say Angela. But if you go by Angie, you can change it to say Angie. So just using an example, I don't know if that's true for you or not, but I go by Jennifer. Some people will call me Jen or JP or whatever, but I want my website to say Jennifer. So if that's not what you go by, I would encourage you to change that. My website is where you personalize it. So I would encourage you to put in your first name first, and then come down and hit this save button at the very bottom. And it may say that website has been taken, and that's okay. So you may need to do, A. Hutchinson, or maybe you need to do, Angie Hutchinson, whatever you want your website to be. This is where you're going to rename it. So when you take a catalog and you put your information on the back, like here's my web. Let me stop this for just a second. Here is my catalog. I do stickers on the back of my catalogs here. You guys can see this. And so it's got my website, it's got my information there. So you want to rename it. So when you're labeling your stuff, and when you're putting your website on your Facebook page and your profile, it's renamed to something that's a little bit more personal for you. Okay. All right. So let me go back. I'm trying to give you guys a lot of tips along the way. You can fill in the meta description, the meta keywords. This is truly if someone, let's say someone Googled you, and they wanted to when you Google a website, and that first line that comes under it, that's what this is. So what would you want your website to say? So I put everyday solutions for parties online. Okay. And then I put a little bit more in there. Keywords, I would encourage you to put your state. So if someone typed in 31 and Texas, you would want your name to come up. So anything that you can think of that somebody would Google, that you would want your website to come up. So I did, some everyday solutions, everyday pantry, because we got into the organization, beach bags, zipper pouches, aprons, small space. I mean, I put a lot of states that I wanted to grow my business in. I wanted to grow out west. So you can see that we've got all kinds of things in there. Okay. I should take this out because we are not in Mexico. We were going to, and then that got put on hold. Okay. So you can see I've got different things in there. All right. So select your primary number. Here's where you would select that cell phone. So as long as you entered your cell phone in that cell phone box under your profile, this will be an option. So that way they know that they can text me as well. Here's where I was telling you, do not show your address. It does not matter where you live. This should be defaulted to off. But if it's not, make sure it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you live. So email, picture, parties, and show me on locator. This is, let's say someone calls the home office and says, hey, I need a consultant in Nashville, Tennessee. This will allow them to show me up on a locator when they do that. Okay. And then this is where you're going to put your information. If you do not fill this in, all it will say is, hi, welcome to my website. So this is where I put the 10 things about me in here. I would encourage you to have fun with that. If you've got a reason that you joined that you wanted to share, we've got people that joined just to earn income to pay for college for their kids. We've got people that have joined because they needed a fun outlet from their normal career. So many different reasons why people join. This is your place to tell your story. This is your place to be a little bit more personal and intentional about what you want people to know about you. Okay. So I spent a lot of time on this. If you've got questions, please put them in the chat. If you're watching the recording, you can always message your sponsor if you're not on the live call. But these are important because this is what makes your business personal. I would encourage you to do that. Okay. All right. So let me close that. Oh, let's see. I must have, I saved some, I changed something. So let me turn that off. Okay. So you've got your picture. You've got it renamed. Once you do that, you should see a second website show up. If it's not, you just need to hit the refresh button, maybe log out, log back in. It'll show up as long as you hit the save button. Okay. All right. Let me check the chat button. Did you just add your Facebook page after the word group? Let's see. Did you just add your Facebook page after the word group? Was that Lisa? I think maybe you were looking in. Let me go back and see what you saw. Oh yeah, right here. This may be what you're looking at. Yeah, so I have a Facebook group that I invite my customers to be a part of. This allows me to do my own, to run my business if I'm doing giveaways or if I'm, want to highlight products. So I did add that in my About Me section at the very top, because that is a place that I show up, just like I do in our team Facebook page. I really show up here for my customers. So if you have a Facebook group that you've created, I would encourage you to put it there, and you can rename it. So if you've got a website and it's got a number, there's actually a way for you to personalize that Facebook group's name as well. And I can help you with that if that's a question you've got. Okay. Lisa, did that answer you? Tell me in the comments. Okay. So this was a lot, but you could do it on your own, but I think sometimes somebody showing you is always the best. So now that we've got our website up and going, now it's time to put our launch party on our website. So the second tab is your parties. So we're going to click on parties. Sorry, my nose is itching. We're going to click on parties, and I want you to see mine because these are all the parties that I have currently going on. I always have a website a shopping link set up for myself. So every single month, there is a link out there, a party set up for people to shop on. I have a lot of random people that don't want to do parties. They just want to order. I try to make sure they're ordering always under some sort of shopping link, because that's how we earn hostess rewards. Okay. And we can talk about hostess rewards if you want. But you can see I've got Amy's party going on. Her party is at $500, which is good. Robin's party is at $100. Brenda's is, we haven't started hers yet. Hers doesn't start until the 8th. And you can see these are some other parties I've got going on. Okay. So this is a snapshot of the parties you've got going on. It shows you your recent activity here. Like you can see people have placed orders. But let's set up your party. Okay, so we're going to click on new party. So when you come here, it may be blank. You're going to say new party. And it very much is reading and walking through pictures, whichever one works for you. What type of party are you throwing, if it's virtual or in person? So if this is your launch party, let's say you're inviting everybody over to your home to check out your kit, to let them look at catalogs, you may say in person. If you're doing a virtual Facebook party or a texting party or a Pinterest party, you can say virtual and say choose the insider. Insider and hostess, same person. We used to call them hostesses. The new term is insider. I still say hostess, but who is the insider? Is it you or someone else? Well, we're doing our launch party, so it's going to be me. Shipping. By default, everything now ships directly to your customers as soon as they submit their order. So if they're shopping on a party link or on your website, as soon as they put their credit card number in and they say submit, they will start processing that order at 31. Now, you can turn that off if you want, but here, let me stop and tell you guys this for a second. So back in the old days, everything was shipped directly to the hostess, and the hostess would have to divvy up all the stuff that's in the box, put them in bags, and deliver it or have people pick it up. We changed that several years ago, partly because if something sold out before the hostess closed her party, then that customer lost out on that purchase. We also know that people have cats and dogs and have smoke homes, and also people are so allergic to peanuts these days that it's safer for the customer and the hostess to have the item shipped directly to the customer. So it's going directly from our warehouse directly to the customer. There's no waiting on the hostess to close your party or the hostess to deliver the products. By default, everybody's order shipped directly to them. The flat shipping rate is, let's see, well, this month it's free. In February, it's free shipping if they spend $100. But by default, I think, gosh, I'm making sure I tell you guys this right. I think it's $8.95 flat rate fee. Could be telling you that wrong. And under $100, it's $6.95. So if they spend $100, it's $6.95. If it's under $100, I think it's $8.95. I think I'm telling you that right. So everybody pays for shipping, and honestly, our shipping is really comparable. Now, if you're comparing it to Amazon Prime, it's not. But if you're comparing it to any other boutique or any other company out there that charges shipping, I can order from Tennessee and ship it to California for $8.95. I can't even buy a box and packaging for that. So I want you to be confident in our shipping, in that we direct ship. It's not just taking the product, it is actually putting it in a box. It's the handling of it that the home office does, getting it directly to the customer. So I want you to be confident that we can ship direct to customers for $8.95 or $6.95. That's it. So be confident that when someone places an order, that our home office is working on that to get it directly to them as fast as possible. We're not waiting on the hostess to deliver it. We're not waiting on the hostess to close the party. Okay. All right, so always leave it to direct to attendees unless you're doing, something special. Then we're going to go party details. This is where the fun happens. Okay, so I'm looking over and I'm seeing Lisa. So we're going to say Lisa Cole's, I spelled it wrong. We're going to say launch party. Okay, so if you're a brand new consultant, I would always encourage you to do a launch party. You can put a description on there if you want, or you can leave it blank. If there's nothing special you need to say, you can leave it blank. The start date, we're going to start it today, and you can put an end date if you want. We can straddle 2 months. So if you open a party in February and it's got orders on it, you have to close it in March. So we can only straddle 2 months in order not to lose credit for those orders, okay, for hostess rewards. So we're going to start it today. I'm not going to put an end date on it. We've got a goal to get $500 in our first 30 days. So as soon as we do that, that's when we can close it. It's a virtual party. The party starts. It filled in all this information. Here's Lisa's link. It's got her address, which, Lisa, you're now living in Tennessee with me. It's my address it pulled. But you've got that on here. Now, here's the most important thing that you need, party link. So when you're sharing your launch with other people, you're going to come over here and you're going to copy this link. Okay, this is the link that you want to give people. You don't want them necessarily going directly to your website. You want them going to your website underneath this party so you can earn hostess rewards. You can double dip. You can earn commission and hostess rewards. Okay, so that's the most important thing that you guys need to see, is that this is the link that you want to share as you're inviting people to shop. There also is a click here to share on Facebook. So let's say I did click on that. I've got my launch party set up. I want to tell all my Facebook friends about it. You can actually click that, and there's an option here. You'll have to log in. If you're not, you can share it in a group. So if you've got a customer VIP page, you can share it there. If you want to share it directly on the hostess's page, you can do that with her permission. You can share it in a private message. So if I was clicking here in a share in a private message, then all you would do is type that person's name in here. So I'm going to pull up Lisa. Lisa, you're my guinea pig today. You're going to get this message. But I would pull Lisa's name up and I would say, hey, Lisa, I am so excited about your 31 party. Okay. And so you can directly send that to your hostesses if you want. And down here, you can say share. So I'm sending that in a private message. So Lisa, I did that as an example just to show everybody. It will take you back here. Click here to Facebook. Okay. So they really give you tools in this back office to share the link, copying it, or doing it because they want you to collect orders underneath the party link so you earn hostess rewards. Does that make sense? You guys tell me in the comments if you have any questions on that, because that is for me, that's gold. Okay, that's gold in the party for me. All right. So hang on, I'm pulling this up to see if I can show y'all Lisa's message. Okay, so I'm still sharing my screen. I'm going to show you what Lisa saw. So here's over here, me and Lisa's conversation. I'm in my Facebook Messenger. If I click on Lisa's name, here's what she got. Hey, Lisa, I'm so excited about your 31 party. And there's the link. So she could actually click on that and it'll take her directly to the link. She gave me a thumbs up, smiley face, there it is. Okay. Oh, and if just to brag on Lisa for a minute, Lisa actually, this is Lisa. She actually sold $1,000. She got qualified. So when you sell your first $1,000, we celebrate it like it's a big deal, especially if you do it in your first 30 and 90 days. You've got so many things that you can earn. But we did a big celebration of Lisa over on our team page when she reached that milestone. So I'm rooting for all of you guys to sell $1,000 as quickly as possible because I know the income and the rewards that come with that. All right, so now let's go to Insider. So we're in our party. Let's go to Insider. It's going to say, it filled my name in because I'm the consultant, but it would normally say Lisa's name or your name, and have the address. And then the Insider portal, this is a little bit more detailed, a little bit more advanced training here, but once the party closes, let's say it's for somebody else, you can send them this link and this password. It's automatically generated, and they can actually log in. As long as you have a website, they can log in and enter and claim their hostess rewards once that party is over. Okay, so that's really kind of cool that we have that capability. So let's go over to our orders. So right now you'll see that we just set it up. This is Lisa's launch party. It's 0, 0, and 0. So there's nothing there yet. But as she starts getting orders, these numbers will fill in. You'll be able to, once the party is done, you'll go to review and submit, and you'll be able to submit the party. You can't submit it unless it's a minimum of $200. That's where you first start earning rewards. Okay. I love the $500 party level because at $500, the hostess, whether it's you or someone else, gets a $100 shopping spree, $100 for free, just with our normal hostess program. So I always encourage my hostesses to push for the minimum of 500. Our super excited goal is 1,000. Okay. So let me go back to parties just for a second. And I want to show you, let's do Amy's. Amy is a current hostess of mine right now. She's doing a party. And we've got, let's click on orders. You can see that we had our party set up. Here's the orders that she's got. Her party right now is at $463. There's nothing that's been unsubmitted because remember, the orders go in as soon as the person places her order. Okay, so her party is at $463. The Insider credits right now, she's earned $40, but as soon as she hits that $500 level, that will change to $100 for free. So I'm not going to let her close it until she gets a little bit more. She gets $37 more. She'll get $100 shopping spree. One thing I want you to see is that these orders, these were placed in February. You see these February orders. Here's the order I put in this morning. These rewards will expire on March the 31st. We can straddle 2 months. So this is a very important column for you guys to pay attention to. Hopefully you're not extending your parties that long, but she does not have to close it until March 31st to get credit for these orders. Okay. Fun thing about this party, this Annette Zimmer, she placed a really large order. She texted me and said, hey, can I order more on this party? And I said, absolutely, but have you considered hosting your own party first? And she goes, no, I just really want to support Amy and buy. So I said, yep, same link, gave her the link again, and she put a second order in today. She bought, you can see also what they ordered. So she lives in Texas. She bought more stand tall bins. She bought stand tall bins. She bought a lunchbox, a purse, and this month we got free shipping. So it's kind of cool that she did that. All right, so that is kind of a glimpse at just kind of parties. And now you can see Lisa's party is down here. We did that as an example. At any time, you can just click on the party and we can go over here and we can say delete. So we can delete that party if that hostess decides not to have it. So we're going to delete Lisa's launch party as our example. We're going to say cancel party and it's gone. Okay, it's as simple as that. All right, so also the next tab is orders. If you click on orders, you can see the parties that I have open and those orders that are in that party. Okay, if you ever wonder the cost of something, if you ever wonder kind of what something is, you can always create a dummy order and just do it in your cart and see. I do that all the time. I always have an open dummy order in case somebody asks me a question. You can click on order history. This is all of my order history right now. As a new consultant, you guys are probably seeing your kit. So here's something to kind of know. So let's just go down here and pick somebody's. Let's pick Ashley. So Ashley placed an order on the 7th. This actually is her order number. Okay, so if you click on that order number, you actually will get a shipping confirmation, the tracking number. You can click on those tracking numbers if your customer calls you, or if you're wondering where your kit is at. You can click on it and it will give you FedEx. It's thinking. It will pull up the tracking information. Okay. It said it was shipped. She got it on 2/10. It was delivered. They even put a picture of it there. All right. So it's kind of fun to see those tracking numbers, because if a customer ever asks you where my order is, or if you're wondering where your kit is at, all you have to do is look in your order history. All right, so you've got some other things in here that are a little bit more advanced. You've got your contacts, you've got reports. Contacts is where you're going to enter all of your customers. Your customers will automatically be added as a contact once they order, but you may have people that you want to go ahead and put in here so they get your newsletter. Always enter yourself as a contact. So I'd challenge you guys today to enter yourself as a contact so you are getting emails that are going out on your behalf, so you know what that looks like. Okay. All right, and then reports. This is again a little bit more advanced, but we do gift certificates. You can see your commission checks. As you start growing a lineage, you can look at your downline. You can search who ordered a large utility tote in sunglass print if you wanted to. You can actually do some good searches there. And then the email activity report, I'll give you a glimpse of that. These are all the newsletters that went out on my behalf. So as you start building your contacts, these are emails home office is sending out on my behalf. They send out probably 4 a month. You can actually see who is clicking on those things and use that as a time to follow up. So we've got a whole training on that. So I'm going to close out of this. I'm going to go back to 31 and I'm going to show you one last thing, and then I'm going to open it up and see if you guys have questions. The last thing that I want to show you, now that we've got your website renamed, we've got your launch party set up, you're going to start inviting people. You may do a Facebook group, you may do in person, however you're doing your launch. That's something you can speak with your sponsor about. But marketing is the other tab I go to quite a bit. I click on marketing, and in the marketing tab, there is tons of gold here. You can actually see 3 months at a glance. So you'll see February, March, and April. February, March, and April. So right now we're in February. If you scroll down, you can see marketing material. There'll be graphics and videos and all kinds of things for you to use with your customers. You'll see that we all can invite people to join us this month for only $31. Even you guys that just joined, you have 2 codes to invite people to join you and get our bestseller kit for only 31 bucks. If you not put a little time into that, I'd encourage you to do that in the next couple of days. Growing your team will grow your paycheck and grow your confidence in leading other people as you learn. We've got an incentive this month. Any consultant that submits $700 in the month of February will get this boat tote, which is valued at over $100. You guys as new consultants will be double dipping. So if you enter $700 between now and the end of February, or whenever you joined in February, you can double dip. So you can earn that little insulated bucket tote, you can earn the travel case and this boat tote and your other $700 reward you can double dip and earn both at the same time. So you're kind of in a good spot when we have an incentive going on. You've got the spring capsule that just came out. Again, those are our seasonal guides like Easter and Christmas and Halloween. And you can look ahead. You can look ahead at March and see what is happening in March. You can look ahead and see what's out there for April. We always have a monthly customer special. We also have a monthly hostess special. So when you click on March, you should be able, so hopefully some of this has probably popped up for you guys. Some of it may not. You as a leader, you get access to a little bit more ahead of people. But February, if you guys clicked on that, you should be able to see, let's click in February marketing. And I'm talking really fast here because I want you guys just to play around in this section, but you can scroll down and it'll always tell you, here's our spring capsule. It just launched this month. We've got those $31 invites. We've got the incentive, that boat tote I just talked about. You've got some new tools that you can download. If you scroll down, you can see this is our monthly special. So we have a hostess program. And then every month we also have something in addition. That's a monthly thing that has to be redeemed in the month. So in February, when they have a hostess, in February, when you have a $500 party, you can get one of these bundles for only $35. So you'll always see the special. US is for the United States, CA is for Canada. Make sure you click on the United States. This is it. So when a hostess has a $500 party in the month of February, she can get this whole bundle for only $35. In April, it'll be different. In March, it'll be different. Here is our program this month. So in the month of February, when you do a $600 party, there actually is an extra, or actually, I think it's, yeah, there's an extra reward. So February 1st through the 28th, if you do a $600 party, normally it's 120, but for February, it's 170. Okay, so something for y'all to think about. This is our normal hostess program. In February, you get an extra $50. It'll go back to normal in March. All right, let me stop sharing. Okay, that was a lot. I just went through a whole lot. Lisa, you love incentives. Good. You have done well in your business so far. So you'll be excited about what's to come in March, I think. So hang in there. Okay, Angie, Lisa, Cindy, do you guys have any questions that I can help you with? This will also, it's being recorded. So if you have a question, I bet other people will have questions too. Anybody have any questions? Angie, you're good. Okay, so here's what I want to tell you guys. You're just starting your business, and I always like to tell people that our product is really, really easy. It's not spillable. It's not breakable. It's not breaking anybody's face out. It's not making anybody's stomach upset. It's not making anybody skinnier or younger. Okay, so when you think about our products, men even know how to use our product. We actually have some men consultants. We have a director that's a man who's actually a school teacher. Teachers are our #1 customers. Nurses are our second top customers. I think that when you start using the products, you become your own walking billboard. I have a new girl that just joined recently. Her daughter was carrying a purse to church and somebody commented on it, and that led to an order. So make sure that you're carrying the products. Make sure you're using the things that came in your kit. They're not something pretty to set up on a shelf. They're actually for you to use and be a walking billboard. When people comment on the bag, that's your opportunity to say, you know, here's a catalog, or here's my website. We've got so many people that are digital. I actually use QR codes. And so when people comment, I have a little card in my purse and say, I'd love to share my link with you. Take a picture of this QR code. Those are everywhere. So it doesn't cost me anything to share my 31 business with people when I'm doing things like that. Right now, you are a new consultant. There is a lot to learn. There is so many things that can overwhelm you, but if you'll stay focused on making your business personal, that website, that launch party, inviting those in your inner circle to be part of the launch. Once that launch is over, who is going to be your very first hostess? I've been a consultant for almost 15 years, and I can still tell you who my very first order was. It was my mother. And I can tell you who my very first hostess was, and that was a neighbor down the street. So those stories you will remember 15 years from now, as you're saying, when I first got started, my mom, was my first customer, or my neighbor was my first hostess. And I think that is kind of fun as you're a new consultant. There's so much to learn. It feels overwhelming, but you have a sponsor, and that's the person that has the wisdom. And all the things that you have questions about, the answers aren't always readily obvious. And so ask questions. We have a team Facebook page that is where I show up and really support everybody, you and your sponsor. We have calls that we do every month. We actually have a call next week. We're doing one during the day. In April, it will be at night. So we try to facilitate all the different schedules. We always record. You also have a home office. So if you can't get a hold of your sponsor, or you've asked on the Facebook page, be confident that when you call our home office, they're going to help you and walk you through. They see a complete picture of your business, what your sales are when you join, what incentives you have to earn. But my goal for you guys in the beginning is just to have fun in your business. Do not miss those new consultant incentives. Lisa, I'm so proud of you for selling your 1,000 so quickly. That is a huge deal to us when you launch quickly, because we know you're learning. You are entering orders, you're entering parties, you're getting paychecks, you're earning incentives, and that's what will keep you in this. Be very careful that you don't spend more than you make. If your goal is to earn income, you've got a kit, you've got a website. Let that work for you. Work those things until you can, make some money and buy the things that you want. If you want to put an order in, always make sure that you put it on a party link so you can double dip in earning income and hostess rewards. I always have a party link open for me. When someone orders, it always goes on a party link. Most of all my products I have either gotten at an extreme discount, I've earned it for free. There's the boat tote back there that you guys can earn this month for free for $700. Or I've got it through hostess rewards. I always straddle 2 months and have a party ready to submit, because I have customers that just want to order. Okay. All right, my friends, I am excited for you. Again, my name is Jennifer, or JP. You're always welcome to message me directly with questions. I've been doing this for a long time. Your sponsor is excited. There's so much for you to earn in your first 90 days. Just be brave about your business. Be loud about your business. When you're excited, the people that you're telling are going to get excited. So talk about it. Don't feel like you can't share your excitement with those people that are close to you. Okay. All right, my friends, I'm excited for you guys, and I can't wait to see where it holds. Oh, wait, there's a question. Lisa, I closed a party last week, and the hostess did not want any of the hostess exclusives or the half off items. Am I able to use 2 credit cards and could purchase those? Yes, Lisa. If your hostess does not want to grab all of the hostess rewards, and it's very common, let's say she has a $1,000 party, she earns $300 for free. She may just want to get the free stuff and not spend any money, and that's okay. There is half off items and hostess exclusives. If she doesn't want those, yes, you can totally get those. Just be aware that all of the rewards will only ship to one place. So make sure that she knows that you're taking them. If she's local, you can go pick them up, or you can have it all shipped to your house. Just make sure that you keep it in her name, because if you submit a party in your name, those rewards you'll be taxed on. And so I rarely put any parties in my name. Okay, so keep it in her name, have it shipped to her, and you can go grab it when it comes in. And that'll give you an opportunity to just have a conversation and see all her goodies too. Okay, so we cannot ship the hostess rewards to 2 different locations. That's the only thing to be aware of. But yes, you could always use multiple credit cards. If you're entering it, you can use multiple credit cards. If they're entering it, I think they only can use one. Okay. All right, my friends, have a great weekend. I'll talk to you later.